Hey, you mentioned playing sports in
Yes.
high school. What was high school like for you? Did you graduate?
Yes, definitely. That was a must. It was mandatory. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
You say what was sports?
What was high school like in general for you?
Okay, well, high school for me, gang banging. You know, again, living a double life. You know what I'm saying? 1 minute, I got on a football uniform. I'm going to practice. The next minute, I got on a goddamn uniform. I'm banging. I got on the Pendleton red flags. I'm banged out. So, for me, it was an experience. It was an experience of living a double life. Of course, I got picked up for my first bodies and attempted bodies at 17. So that took me out of my crazy of the public setting high school. I went to Locke High School. I myself, my homeboy Chocolate, rest in peace, my road dog Renzi, a.k.a. Big Hook, Frankie Hug, my homeboy Lumpy. I'm going to say it was one more of us. And we're all active, though. We're active gang members from out of the Nixon. We had no business in Jordan High School, but we had the heart to enroll ourselves into Jordan High School. So we went to Jordan. You feel me? Instead, as opposed to going to Locke, we went to Jordan. Jordan was kind of pretty close to us. And then it was challenging. As being gang members and gang bangers, we challenged ourselves to go to Jordan. Fuck it. We knew it was the enemy school. We knew we would be outnumbered. But then we had big homies that was there, and we had homies that went to school there too, but they was considered neutral and cool, so they got a pass. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't actual gang bangers or gang members who was a threat to the Crips on that side. But when it came to us, we were actual cats with names who were building names for ourselves. So, it was like that was a no-no. So I got rushed in Jordan High School. My first, say, we'll give or take, we did at least about 2 months before they really came at us. It took them a minute to really congregate to come at us. And so what they did was they split us up and they came at us one by one at a time. So they called me first. We had just had an incident where we beat this cat up named CJ. CJ's brother, we beat him up, this cat named Joe from Gray Street, light-skinned dude named Joe, who was a known dude back during that time. And we chased him down on our way to school, which was Markham. He went to Markham. So we chased him down in Markham, beat that ass. We went on to school that day. So I'm at lunchtime, I'm going to get me a coffee cake and a burrito, which is my normal program. And I see this cat from Fuzztown Mafia, which I had a couple of buddies from Fuzztown Mafia that I fucked with over there. Jesse Murray, Johnny Murray, the Murray brothers, David Curtis, rest in peace, you know what I mean? With some good brothers from over there that I knew. And plus, they were squabblers, they was fighters. I'm standing in line with them getting my food. And we telling jokes and joking one another and cracking jokes. And I didn't notice the crowd that swooped up. I didn't know the crowd that had swooped up during the lunch area, which was a flock of Gray Streaks. So my attention wasn't really on what was going on over there at the time, so I didn't notice it. And so I'm like talking to them, like I said, I'm clowning, we talking and conversing, and then I get my food and I turn around and I go to sit down at this table that I normally sit on. So I sit my food down and I go to sit down, and as I'm sitting down, all I remember is I seen the cat walk up. He had a big ass afro and he was a little short huff dude. And I looked, and when I looked up, nigga say, "Hey homie, your name BJ?" And I looked at him, I said, "Yeah, what's happening?" He said, "Yeah homie, I'm Joe." He said, "Man, y'all jumped on my brother this morning." I said, "Who was your brother?" No, he said, "I'm CJ." He said, "My brother's Joe." And so at this time, I'm coming off the table, to get in my stance, because I already know these niggas finna rush me. It's going down. So as I'm coming off the table, fool fired on me, let one off, bam, hit me in my throat, boom. I fall back, boom, boom, let off two, catch one, bam, bam. Hit the office. They come, I hit the office, check out. Immediately, they tell Mr. Jordan, he trying to convince me to stay there, because this is 1978, 79. They just won the city CIF championship in 78. So come 79, they recruited us from Real Rogers Park. So I'm talking about, I'm balling with cats like Steve Parsley, Jerome Parsley, Bennett, cats who went on to become NFL players, college players, you know what I mean, at this time. So I got checked out of Jordan, and then from Jordan went to Locke High School. And I got raided in Locke and went to YA for those bodies. And I ended up beating a couple. I beat the bodies, and they convicted me for attempted body, my first attempted body, which I paralyzed the cat. I stabbed him twice and paralyzed him. So that was the body that I ended up getting convicted on. The other body, they actually gave me a body that wasn't my body. It was just my name had floated, and then the gun I got caught with, they did a ballistics match with it, and that gun wasn't the gun. It wasn't the match, so I beat that. But my daddy spent a lot of money trying to get me out of that situation because that wasn't the route my father wanted for me anyway in the first place at 17 years old, man, you know.
So what happened with the guy? So you beat an attempted murder, or you got convicted of attempted murder?
Yeah, I got convicted of attempted
17?
ADW, yeah, attempted ADW.
Okay. And what all happened with that situation?
I went to YA.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 5 years YA, man. I went to YA. Shit, I did 5 years YA.
So you're 17, you get 5 years in YA, and what's YA like for you?
Oh, shit. A penitentiary, let's just say, it prepares you for prison. It prepares you for the next big steps in your life. It was just like, if you went to juvenile, if you ever been in juvenile hall and camps prepare you for YA. So now YA, like going, you know, it's just being in YTS is the next step is what they call dual vocational school, which is Tracy. So everybody who goes to YTS primarily, from YTS in Preston, is preparing you for Tracy, Soledad. Those are your next steps. So shit, it's like the average, you know, during that time, man. It was a recruiting
a lot
school.
Of fights and
oh yeah, definitely.
A lot of enemies there.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely. You know, I mean, shit, I was a shit starter, so you know, definitely a lot of fights because you know I was bringing it to niggas. You know what I mean?